Hello dear students, good morning to all of you. As in the previous class we have started the discussion on the insurance part as the service of the business or business services, and in the previous class we have discussed the principles of the insurance. Now, and as we have already discussed the definition of the life insurance, the types of the insurance. So in the series of the type of the insurance, there are two types of insurance. First is life insurance and second is general insurance. And as we have already discussed about the life insurance, now today we will start that the types of the life insurance policy. So in this term, dear students, first is whole life policy. Under this policy, a sum amount is not going to be insured. Under the policy, the sum insured is not payable earlier than the death of the insured. It means the sum becomes payable to the heir of the deceased. It means if the insurance is taken, if the policy is taken by the people, then the sum amount will be refunded only in the case of the death of the people, and after the death of the people this amount can be received only the nominee or the person who has been authorized by the deceased person. Next is endowment life insurance policy. Under this policy, the insurer undertakes to pay the assured amount to his heirs or nominees a specified sum on the attainment of a particular age or on his death, whichever is earlier. So in endowment life policy, a certain sum is going to be paid by the insurance company to its nominee or to the person who has been assured. If the person will be alive, then the amount will be received by the person, or if the person become dead, the amount will be received by the nominee, whichever become earlier, either death of the insured person or the maturity time period of the insurance policy. Now next is joint life policy. Third type of life insurance is joint life policy. It involves the insurance of two or more lives simultaneously. The policy money is payable on the death of anyone alive insured. Anyone alive insured means the policy is going to be given to anyone of the people who are insured for a certain sum, but in this term two or more than two people are going to be combinedly insured, and the amount will be payable after the death their nominees. Now next is annuity policy. Under the annuity policy, this policy is one under which amount is payable in monthly, quarterly, half-yearly or annually installment after the assured attains a certain age. This is useful to those who prefer a regular income after certain age. It means it is just like a kind of retirement benefit plan. And next is child endowment policy. Under the child endowment policy, this policy is taken for the purpose of education of the children or to meet the marriage expenses of the ward. So, in this purpose, for promoting the investment or for promoting the savings habits of the people, child endowment policy has been designed. In this kind of policy, the insurer agrees to pay a certain assured sum on the child by the name of the child, and when the child is attaining the certain age, that amount is going to be reimbursed by the insurance company so that they can continue their education or the people can meet the marriage expenses of the ward. Now, the next type of insurance is general insurance. So dear students, in the case of general insurance, it is different from life insurance. It means in life insurance we were covering the risk of the life of the human being, but in general insurance it is related to the loss related to the any assets. It means if the loss or the damages occurred with the property, so these damages can be compensated from the insurance company. If something happens, if no such event happens, then no claim shall be given. In the case of life insurance policy, the amount is payable. If nothing has happened, the maturity amount is payable. But in the case of general insurance, if any assets is going to be assured or if any property is going to be assured, if the property is going or if the property is become damaged, then the insurance company will compensate the damage. But if there is no damage, the insurance company will not provide any kind of claim or there is no any kind of maturity benefit. So while studying the general insurance, the features of the general insurance are: first is utmost good faith. It means the insurer or the insured must be in good faith. Contract of indemnity is there, and insurable interest in subject matter. It means it is the related either to particular property, either it is movable or immovable, like motor vehicles or building or factory, etc. And next is it is the subject to the doctrine of cause proximate. It means it cannot be maximum to the amount of the goods or the property. Now next is it is a contract for a year. It generally comes to an end at the expiry of the year and may be renewed. It means when it is started, it expires year after year, and it can be renewed year after year. And when it is going to be renewed, the risk coverage period will be renewed. Now GIC, there are two types of general insurance. First is fire insurance and second is marine insurance. In the case of fire insurance, this is related to the loss or damages occurred due to any kind of fire. It means for providing the property to loss from the fire, these insurance policies are going to be taken. Now, the second is marine insurance. Under the marine insurance, it is provided by the insurance company to protect against the loss during sea voyage the businessman can get his ship insured by paying the premium fixed by the insurance company. The functional principle of the marine insurance are the same as the general principle of the insurance. So each and everything is same, but in this term the losses must be occurred due to loss of the water. It means if the ship are going to be damaged in the sea, or if the goods are lost in the sea, or the ship are sink into the water and damages occurred. In this case, marine insurance will be preferable or suitable for compensating the loss. Now, the other insurance policy is also there, like health insurance. And as we know that today, as the complete world is suffering from COVID-19, and nowadays we are a lot of aware regarding our health. We are lot of conscious regarding the health process, and in this health process, with a lot of awareness today, health insurance has gained a lot of popularity. So general insurance companies provide special health insurance policies such as Mediclaim for general public. Insurance company charges for this a nominal premium every year, and in return they undertake to provide up the stipulated amount for the treatment for certain disease such as heart problem, cancer, or other chronic disease, which are much more expenseful for the people. So nowadays these health insurance policies are in use. Now, dear students, we will learn a lot about the general insurance and life insurance. Now we will make a difference between life insurance and general insurance. So in the term of the difference, first of all, on the basis of the meaning, life insurance can be understood as the insurance contract in which the life risk of an individual is going to be covered by the insurance company. Whereas in the case of general insurance, it is not going to cover the risks of the life, but they are going to cover the risk of damages of the particular property, like motor vehicles, factory, house, etc. So if we are talking about what is it, so it is a kind of life insurance is a kind of, or life insurance is a form of investment, whereas if we are talking about general insurance, it is a contract of indemnity. Because in life insurance there is a certain return, but in general insurance amount cannot be returned, or the benefit cannot be provided until or unless the event is not happening. Now the next base of difference is term of contract. So life insurance policy is, or life insurance contract is related to the long term, whereas general insurance is related to the short term contract. And now if we are talking about the claim payment, insurable amount is paid either, in the case of life insurance, insurance amount is paid either on the occurrence of the event or on the maturity. It means if life insurance policy has been taken, the insurable amount can be paid if the death has been occurred or the maturity period has been completed whichever is completed before, whichever arrived before. And in the case of general insurance, the loss can be reimbursed or the loss can be fulfilled only in the case of it happened. But in the case of loss not happened, then the claim amount cannot be paid. So it can be paid only in the case of occurrence of uncertain event. And now if we are talking about the premium amount, so in the case of premium has to be paid over the years. In the case of life insurance, premium has to be paid over the years, but in the case of general insurance, premium should be paid in lump sum method. So under the term of the premium, a sum amount is fixed for the payment. Now next is insurable interest. So dear student, under the insurable interest, so in the case of life insurance, it must be presented at the time of the contract. It means if life insurance policy is taken, the insurable interest amount is fixed and it is disclosed at the time of the contract. But in the case of general insurance, it is presented at the time of contract as well as at the time of loss, and especially at the time of loss, because what is the present insurable interest, it will depend on the situation or the position of that particular assets. Now if we are talking about the policy value, so it can be done for any value based on the premium the policy holder willing to pay. It means the policy value can be taken by the holder of the premium or insurance holder for which amount they are willing to pay. It means how much they can pay. Now under the general insurance, the amount payable under non-life insurance is confined to the actual loss suffered or liability incurred. So irrespective of the policy amount, here the policy value is fixed. It means value cannot be exceed or decrease. It is dependent on the situation and position of the assets and the value of the assets. So in the case of life insurance, the policy can be taken on the will of the human being, but in the case of general insurance, policy will be fixed on the basis of the value of the assets. Now if we are talking about the savings, so in the case of savings, life insurance place has a component in saving, because if event is not happening, if the particular uncertainty is not happening, then in that case life insurance will reimburse the amount or will make the payment of on the maturity date with a certain interest rate. But in the case of general insurance, there is no any motive of the savings. It is completely dependent or it is completely based on the occurring of the uncertainties. So dear students, these were few basic differences between life insurance and general insurance. Now I think you all have got this. Thank you.